Hey makers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going through the 3 most common ways to attach earring backs to the back of your earrings. So the 3 that we're going to be going through are glue, UV resin and clay embedding. First we need to select our earring post. So I've got a 10mm and an 8mm here. I'm just going to hold it up to the back of my clay piece. You want to make sure that you're trying to get the most amount of surface area as possible to make sure that your posts are nice and secure. So here I've tested both of them and the large one was a bit too large, so I'm going with the 8mm. First technique is hands down the simplest. It's just going to be applying some super glue. We use the Loctite gel control just because it's got the little squeezy side, so it's easier to squeeze out, and the consistency is quite easy to attach to earring backs. So I'm just dabbing a small amount onto the back of my earring post, attaching it where I want it on my clay piece, and just gently tapping and holding down the back of the earring post just so that I know it's nice and flat for when it cures. The second technique we'll go through is UV resin. This has become quite popular just because it's so nice and clean, simple and really secure. So when I put UV resin on the back, I still like to glue my post down just so that I know that it's secure and it's not going to move around when I'm applying the UV resin, and it's going to be exactly where I want it to be. So there are 2 different ways you can do the UV resin. You can just put it around where the post is. UV resin is clear, so you're not even really going to see it that much on the back. It will just be a little dome. The other way though is to actually cover the entire back of your piece. So if you've just got smaller studs, I think this actually looks more aesthetic than if you're just doing it over the back of the post. But if you have a larger piece, obviously you probably wouldn't want to use that much UV resin, so it's completely fine just to put it over the post. That will still hold it nice and secure. The third technique we're going through is embedding clay. So just as it sounds, we're going to embed that post between our 2 clay pieces. So we have our baked clay piece, and now we're going to be putting unbaked clay on the back with a post in between. So you just grab your little clay piece, you pop a hole through with your earring post, and then you can place it onto your clay piece. Now this is the most important part. Your baked clay will not stick to unbaked clay. So you do actually need to use an oven baked clay adhesive in between your layers to make sure that they're going to bond when you rebake them. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of my clay adhesive, also known as bacon bond, and you're just going to smooth it over the back of your piece. Doesn't matter if this is on your unbaked or baked clay piece, whatever you prefer to work on. I'm just using this piece because it's got the earring back, so it's really easy to hold. Once I've applied a thin layer, I'm just going to squish my 2 pieces together, make sure that they're in full contact and lined up, and I don't have any air bubbles underneath. And to finish off, just slightly smooth around the edges, and then once it's baked, we can sand that up so it's nice and clean cut. Thank you so much for watching today. We hope that you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more hints and tips for polymer clay makers. If you do have any questions, you can leave a comment below. And as always, happy making!